What's good? My name is Pat.
What's good? It's Mix.
What's good? It's your boy Trudge.
What's good? It's King.
It's AM.
What up? It's DJ Sullivan, and this is Legacy Entertainment.
Bringing you the latest in underground music, I'm Maura, and I'm here in Standalone Studios in Clifton, New Jersey with Legacy Entertainment. So how are you guys doing today?
More hoodie on, pants second, why yes, of course. Bring me back to the days when that was getting paper too.
Next to me are the two leaders of Legacy, Pat and King. So your group was formed in 2011, and how did this all start?
It started when me, Tragic, and Mix were signed to a group called R King. Shout out G Mac, J Levy, Big Rich.
Can't hustle hard, my passion dry, so I rock by myself. I live in a cell, so put me in a bar.
Whose idea was this to form the group?
He came up with the name.
I came up with the name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
He came up with the name.
Yeah, we're all learning.
It was just like we just came together.
Yeah, it was. I decided to start it because I just got tired of listening to other people.
We needed to start something that was new, just because the way our King was working wasn't gonna go anywhere. So we thought that at least us three, and if we could find another rapper like that, then we could go somewhere with it. And obviously, along the way, we added TJ and Angel. So, we're making things happen.
All right. So what is your greatest accomplishment so far as a group?
I would say Legacy Takeover.
Legacy Takeover. Also, you guys can't knock One Train.
Yeah,
One Train is at like 7,000 some views. I know that may not be a lot to other people, but like that was our basically first video, and it got a lot of love really fast.
This shit's a virus, just some shit you can't handle. A handful of info. I'm B-Rabbit, you lotto, it's simple. I'm here to kill you and slaughter.
That night that One Train came out was crazy.
It was. You had heart beating, and it was exciting. It was exciting.
Yeah. Legacy Takeover.
Yeah, Legacy is also good.
Legacy Weekly was doing great for us too.
Legacy Weekly gave us a lot of plays, definitely.
Yeah.
So thank you to everybody who
Thank you for the support.
cared.
The first song that we did was called You With It, and that was basically we were asking people, like we were hyping our group up, that song did pretty well for how much of our fan base we had, back then. It's obviously grown so much, but for back then we didn't have a fan base yet, but we got, I think, 600 plays the first night or something, like 400 plays, 500 plays, which is, that was a lot for us back then, and we were basically asking people like, are you with us? Are you with us? Are you looking forward to it? So that was pretty cool.
Okay. All right. So as performers as a group, what is your main goal?
I think we all have different goals, but that's what makes it kind of work, because we're all striving and working our best and our hardest to achieve our goals, and it's all mixing together and forming one big goal. And we just all have different goals, man. Some of us want to expand our solo careers, and some of us want to make this group thing work, but all in all,
We're all for the group, but it's just about we want to be good individually.
We want to make sure that when people look at us, they don't just look at us as Legacy Entertainment. They look at us like, oh, that's the group that AIMS and that's the group that Tragic's in. We want to make sure that everybody knows us individually as much as they know the group.
Everybody shines.
Exactly.
We're all trying to be
It's
the greatest.
6 different individual spotlights, but they're all coming from the same point.
That's good.
You know what?
That's
what that's made for, right?
Yeah.
It's not one big spotlight.
Tweeting that.
It's you're gonna tweet it. He's gonna tweet it. All right, we good.
She said, baby, don't worry about tomorrow. Listen, nine like it last, nine like it last, nine like it last. Don't you wanna go back to your life in the past, life in the past, life in the past?
All right. So any influential artists that inspired this?
I started pretty late when it came to hip hop. So then I started developing more through the grades and all that shit. And I started studying hip hop, and I heard a lot of classic albums. I started learning, developing styles by listening Eminem, of course, Big L, Biggie, Pac, the top 10s that everybody considers. And I just focused everything into one piece, and I became who I am today, and just tried to.
That and the group, because let's say I'm slacking, I hear TJ, Steven, anybody come up with a hot ass track. I have to try and top that. It's friendly competition.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean,
Definitely.
So
I'm persistent, I seduce most of your friends, got a one by one. But just cause everyone does it, don't make it what I want. Don't you wanna be the
So your lyrics, can you use lyrics from what you experience in everyday life? Is that where it comes from?
of course, yeah.
I could speak a word or two about that.
Yes.
We might
100%.
I mean, these two are like the main, like, I mean, especially with Temptations. So, I mean, Temptations is real, but, I mean, TJ's pretty much every song that he's ever
And
put
even
out.
AM, you listen
Angel
to
too,
AM's
Angel
lyrics too,
I mean,
you can't front.
You know, they all come out as, yeah,
They're very
exactly.
see-through.
Exactly.
It's always based on something that we've done.
You gotta read between the lines. You can't just listen to it. You gotta read.
Yeah.
You gotta feel it.
It's a lot.
That's what makes good lyrics, is you have to read between the lines to understand, to basically come through what you're saying.
Yeah, rap is metaphor.
And that's what I mainly focus on with my music, is making sure the audience or whoever I'm speaking to can feel what I'm saying. It's not necessarily the words if they're, you know, intricate and crazy. It's more, can you feel it? Can you hear what I'm saying?
You're reaching out to people like
Yeah,
you, and
yeah.
you're not trying to impress like critics or anyone like that. You're reaching out to people who feel you.
Because if you make music for the critics, you're not gonna get it.
You lose yourself when you make
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
My main goal is to help people, and that's it.
Good, that's good.
Paint a picture vividly. This ain't the scriptures, it's more like scriptures for enemies. I have a tendency to kill it when I'm venting for its competition. Now to these Prada rappers with fake extensions.
Most rappers are like all about money, all about women and cars and whatever. But I mean, I can speak for. I'm pretty sure I can speak for everybody here. Because we're not all about like money. At least
Trying to get some.
I mean, you trying. I mean, yeah, exactly. That's
But
what
we're not
I
up
mean.
front. I mean, it's obviously, you know,
With fame comes money. With success comes fame and you know the girls and the money and you know all that. But to get to that point, you need to work hard and focus on what's important instead of all the material things.
And even when you get it,
but in order to get there, you know, you need. But you need. I'm saying you need real music. Real music is what's gonna get you there. It's not.
Yeah.
You know, you have to work hard and you have to
With your
you
stuff.
know, exactly. You need to
forget
create
where you come
music
from.
that people will believe in.
and even when you get there, like we still have like experiences. Like,
yeah, no, like it's not like once we become big, it's gonna be all fine and dandy. We have no music to write about. Shit's gonna happen regardless on the journey.
Yeah.
It's like
where we're
Eminem.
at.
That's really Eminem.
Exactly.
made like perfect example right there.
Yeah.
There's drugs and everything. I mean, I hope we're not gonna all do that. But like, you know, like
Okay.
you know, like we're all gonna have experiences. Like rich
Like
people
that.
like to like portray themselves with like perfect lives and all that, even though like tabloids will tell us different. But at the end of the day, they all have like lives just like us, just more money.
You want to just
Yeah, we want to talk about what we got. If you relate, you relate. That's what we try to do. We help. We
The
make
minute you
things
can't
enjoy.
relate, we're not doing our job.
Exactly.
All these foolish attempts at it is comical. Trust I ain't your buddy, it's funny you dummies even try. And all I gotta do is watch and let the hater rise. Whether I'm MIA or present, you'll always feel the flame. Even when I'm rising, the fire will burn the paper plane. Rap will never be the same, impacted by the legacy. Trust us, we're bringing change. Make sure to hit the legacy.